Hot and crazy, two things that everyone calls themselves every day, well and truly, because everyone knows that they are. That's how the world works. I'm sorry to break the news to you if you somehow didn't know. We'll not only take this test, but the goal of this test is to hit unicorn, which is a very hard spot to hit. And we'll go as many times as we need to. Obviously for you, it'll be a shorter video. And there's 20 of these questions. Like for example, if we just went down the middle for all of these, right? We just, somehow we're in the fun zone where we go down here, you get the results of what these zones are. The no-go zone, you know, we're part of that one. Lote's the captain. The crazy zone, date zone, fun zone, marriage zone, and right here, unicorn. You're apparently just going down the middle. You're 75% hot and 65% crazy. And we'll just take it for real quick. Like we'll just go through the questions so you can have an idea of what the questions even are. People have often told me they find it hard to understand my emotions or decision making. Not really. People, even if they don't agree with my decision making, most of the time they know exactly why they don't or they do. So I guess, you know, disagree. I usually feel positive about the future. I usually feel positive about other people's futures, if nothing else. Seeing the potential in them that they might not see. The prospect of being abandoned or left alone triggers deep-seated negative feelings in me that I do not. No, I'm the abandoner. I'm the one that abandons. I personally couldn't really care less because sometimes people just get busy. That's life. So it happens. There is too much emphasis on athletics in high school these days. Maybe I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't really, as an adult, I don't really keep up with the high school scene. Shocker. I don't know if there's too much emphasis, but I think there's a reasonable amount of emphasis in terms of that's your career path. Like people do grow up and want to be athletes, and you do gotta, you know, go through high school, maybe go through college. Sometimes you might get drafted out of nowhere, but so I guess I'll put disagree. Team sports are an excellent way to build character. They can be if implemented correctly in the terms of kind of teach. It's like the same way people will like say why group and team projects are a good idea. It gets you in an environment where you have to work with others, which in life in one way or the other you might have to in the real world, whether it's a job, whether it's a problem. So like it can be, as someone who has played sports, there is the potential, but I'm not going to sit here and disagree with somebody if they're like, no, that's actually horrible. I'm like, I can see both ways. Sometimes it only takes the mildest of triggers to elevate me to a state of bliss or throw me into a state of rage. As someone that's considered one of the chillest people in the group, old me was very angry, yeah, but not really anymore. I have to say disagree. Same with bliss. I don't think we can be making all the depression jokes if we could just mildly hit bliss all the time. I often think that someone new in my life is perfect and then become immediately disappointed in them. Well, like if they mention League of Legends, perhaps that's more of a coin flip, but oftentimes even then, no. They have to actually do something horrible for me to be disappointed in them. To earn my disappointment is a challenge. You have to do things, not just not succeed at stuff. I get uneasy when I don't have pointers or social cues from others. No, not really. I have problems with shopping sprees. No, I budget, if anything, too much. I constantly seek out activities or social feedback in the hopes of these. Not really. If I'm in a bad mood, I'll probably distance myself because I know me and I know that sometimes, even if I try to go hang out with friends to up my mood could be bad enough that I might get snippy. And especially in a group where we banter a lot, the last thing I need is to have already been in a bad mood and then a joke that wouldn't make me angry makes me angry because I'm already in a bad mood. So that's not really my MO. When in a relationship, I repeatedly ask my significant other if they still love me. No, I didn't do that when I was in one, so nope. When I was confronted with the consequences of a bad decision I have made, I sometimes feel as if it was another person who made that. Yeah, because I'm a Gemini, so obviously it was the other me that did that and not the me. No, look, own up to your mistakes. It's easier in the long run, even if not in the short run. I have repeatedly destroyed my possessions. No, I love myself too much. I've been propositioned for modeling jobs. So fun fact, but I'm just going to leave it open-ended and you can think up whatever you want to think up, except that right there. I saw you and what you're thinking. Yeah, don't think that though. That's wrong. Get that out your mind. Weird. It seems like people often find reasons to talk to me or keep conversations with me going. Now, usually I feel like I'm the rambler. It comes with doing YouTube. It's actually a very good trait to have. Sometimes people will like ping me with stuff because they, you know, see something like and they thought of me. So I guess I could say agree. Like I could definitely have conversations with people about all kinds of stuff at this point. I feel like that one's a bit more of a coin flip. At a moment's notice, I go from thinking very highly of myself to feeling completely worthless. Oh, disagree. When have I ever been very highly of myself? Just kidding. I still disagree though. I have tried online dating or mobile app dating without getting many matches. No. I don't know if I've ever been on an app like that, so I guess no. People often go out of their way to do special favors for me. See, usually I would say no, but then I think about something y'all got me recently, so I guess yes. I engage in frantic efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment. No, I don't care about abandonment. Others seem to give me the benefit of the doubt more than they would for other people. Absolutely not. Have you seen our group and the banter we get? Okay, cool. First try. You're 100% hot and 15% crazy, which places you in the unicorn zone. Video over. Okay, see you later. Bye. People in the unicorn zone tend to be really hot, reasonable, level-headed, down to earth, and easy to relate to. Unfortunately, as an estimated 0.15% of the population, they also tend to not exist. Everyone seeks to court and enter a relationship with a unicorn, but very few are lucky enough to ever spot one. Unicorns are the most attractive and least crazy of all people. The chances of meeting such a person are slim. The chances of dating and forming a relationship with one are even more slimmer. There are fewer members in the unicorn zone than that of any other in the hot, crazy matrix. I am, as usual, just the greatest. I am the best. I am forever just cemented. My crown is invisible to those non-believing, but it is always there nonetheless, hence it's called faith. I want this video to be a little bit longer, so let's see if we can try and hit some of the other zones by tweaking a few of our answers, like the coin flip ones. Let's just answer the opposite way and kind of just see how it goes. All right, so back at it again. Others seem to give me the benefit of the doubt more than they would. Let's say this one's neutral. Okay, sometimes people will ping someone to get me in trouble, and the person that's I'm supposed to be in trouble with will actually take my side. It does happen sometimes, so we'll just say neutral. At a moment's notice, I go from thinking very high of myself to feeling completely worthless. Let's say neutral on this one too. You're 100% hot and 19% crazy, which places you in the marriage zone. Okay, so this test is wrong. This test is factually wrong. So the unicorn one might also be a bit of a myth, like a unicorn is. Let's see though, marriage zone. People in the marriage zone are attractive and only a little crazy. As such, they're socially intelligent, responsible, and self-directed. Never mind, this test is completely factual, but also very rare. Also, unicorns are still the most sought after. People in the marriage zone also embody first-rate scores in physical hotness and lack of mental craziness, which is why they usually have their pick of mate. Another thing to keep in mind is that people in the marriage zone actually exist, whereas unicorns are only rumored mythical beings. Yeah, so like the first 8 minutes of this video, I've not been real. I'm an AI that has been formed in the world of AI is becoming a thing. I am a fleshy but still AI and cartoony at sometimes VTuber. Yep, there we go. Sorry to trick you like that, but the technology's gotten just so great. It's like Code Miko. How you doing? Finally, close examination of the hot crazy matrix reveals that it is possible for marriage zoners to actually be hotter than unicorns. Never mind, this test is completely true. Though marriage zoners will always be slightly crazier by definition. You have to be crazy if you're gonna get married. I'm gonna be that guy. You have to be like a little bit crazy. I don't think marriage as a concept or anything like that is stupid, but I think the idea you're gonna be with somebody, and depending on how early you get married, and if the marriage sticks, just that person forever, day in and day out. I sometimes don't like dealing with myself day in and day out. Sometimes I wake up and I look in the mirror, I'm like, I don't like you today. Also, my neck hurts because apparently we slept wrong. We woke up with a headache. That's great. And to think that someone else has to deal with that, you know, that could be a problem, honestly. But so now we already did the unicorn and we did this. Should we hit all of these? So let's go with this one and let's say the opposite, right? There's too much emphasis on athletics in high school. Let's say I even kind of agree. I constantly seek out activities. No. The prospect of being no. I get uneasy when I don't have no. Never mind. You know, we might not hit those other zones after all. It seems like people often find reasons to talk to me. Let's say no, because I have been left on red many times by many people. People wonder why I'm not always quick to answer, and I think about it. It's kind of like sometimes because people aren't quick to answer me. So I'm just doing that thing where I'm not going to be the one that's answering back really quickly when someone else like is not answering back quickly or at all. So let's say neutral on this one. Because of old me. Old me never really went anywhere. He just got wiser. He's still here. It's still me. I am him. He is me. At a moment's notice, I can go from thinking very highly of myself to feeling completely worthless. Let's say agree. Some days are God King. Some days are depression. What? Okay, come on. Marriage. Okay, listen. Take again. GG, go next. Yes, it wasn't Gamrison. It was obviously Game Over that made those decisions. So yeah, obviously that's how that works. There we go. back into the no-go zone. Here we go. The no-go zone. According to the originators of the hot crazy scale, no one should date people in this zone for the simple reason that they're not hot enough. It's dogmatic, but to the followers of the theory, that's part of the fun, or simply a fact of life. It may not be sympathetic, but there's no denying that the beauty privilege is a thing in the sense that attractive people are often offered favors and kindness that other people are not. On the other hand, studies have shown that one reason people are lonely today is that many are holding out for something better, refusing to give people a chance if their physical beauty is not deemed sufficient. So maybe the followers of the hot crazy scale are making themselves unhappy by insisting on these criteria. I mean, yeah. I'm not going to get into it too much, but personality trumps most everything. And some people would say, oh, that's the loser's answer. Well, they're losers in turn, because honestly, like I mentioned earlier, if you're really in it with somebody for the long term, they're gonna have to be a person you're gonna want to be around as a person. It doesn't matter how hot they are. That's not gonna be able to trump if they're a horrible person to you, especially. So at some level, this is completely true, because you have to have somebody that has a personality you're willing to be around. And then sometimes you'll find that situation where that personality might make them hotter by contrast. I knew somebody, for example, who was only into blondes. They ended up with somebody with like just the darkest black hair, and it was like, well, why is that? And they were like, because she's like just amazing. And so it just made them like the physical parts of them too. And that's sometimes how it actually works. I know sometimes it sounds Disney movie, but sometimes it's also that simplistic. Sometimes the bar is a lot lower than people think it is, that they have to hurdle, and it actually won't take that much effort, and they're worrying a bit too much. So down the middle, so we can get back to the fun zone. Remember, that's what down the middle apparently is the fun zone. Let's read the fun zone. The fun zone is like, I think, more of where I should be instead of the marriage zone, but let's see, fun zone. People in the fun zone are cool, above average in attractiveness, and great to hang out with. Everyone should spend time in the fun zone to find out what it's like and dislike in a partner, and to get the awkwardness out of their system so that when they eventually get ready to be for marriage or a serious relationship. While fun is a good thing, the fun zone also has its risks, since the zone is wedged between the no-go and crazy zone. It is possible to mistake craziness and no-goers as fun. Inexperienced daters should seek a second opinion if they're unsure whether their potential partner is really in the fun zone. That being said, I know a lot of friends took this test and they ended up in the fun zone, and this kind of tracks. A lot of them are a lot more fun than they think they are. It could be the simple, silliest of jokes, a one-liner here or there, but yeah, a lot of them that hit here, I actually would agree that they are fun people. They're definitely fun people in one-on-one situations and in group settings, so that actually does track. So this test might have some merit to it after all. Sure, let's just go the abandoned route. Let's go the abandoned tree. Let me pretend I'm any of my friends right now. Let's pretend I got abandoned by this box of chicken nuggets. How dare you? That wouldn't have nothing to do with high school. So other people give me this box of chicken nuggets doesn't give me the benefit of the doubt. People go out of their way. Acquiring the box of chicken nuggets was a special favor. The prospect of being abandoned. Yes, the chicken nuggets have clearly abandoned me. Who ate my chicken nuggets? Because I didn't eat my chicken nuggets, and the hostage didn't eat the chicken nuggets because they're asleep. So someone ate my chicken nuggets, and I demand them back. I mean, I gotta get into character, else we're never gonna hit these other ones. All right, listen. Date zone. People in the date zone are attractive, but they tend to also be quirky or strange, like Zoe. Introducing them to one's friends and family. Zoe is in the champion from League of Legends. In case one of your names is Zoe, I should clarify that. Introducing them to one's friends and family is a question of hit or miss, and tends to come down to the level of craziness that exists in one's own social circle to begin with. There is nothing wrong with forming a relationship with someone in the date zone. In fact, many date zoners tend to be mature with age, often to the point of becoming marital material. That being said, it is also possible for date zoners to never mature or even grow even crazier, thus slip into the danger zone. Therefore, one should pay close attention to whether the hot or the crazy seems to be the upper hand when dating someone from the date zone. Okay, now we just gotta hit the crazy zone. That's the only zone we got left to hit. People have often told me they find it hard. Okay, let's, we gotta get into that crazy mindset right now. All right, we did it. We did the danger zone. It's called the crazy zone, but they just blasted it in your face here. People in the danger zone are physically attractive and often seductive, yet they're also unpredictable and volatile. They may be mysterious. Who is that guy? Who is he? I can't tell. What's that guy doing? From a distance, yet relationships with them often veer to treacherous territory. Unsuspecting men and women often lured into romance with people in the danger zone, yet according to the theory, relationships with them are destined to fail. Many people in the danger zone are in fact crazier than they first appear. Some people are good at hiding it, And in general, people give the benefit of the doubt to people of their level of attractiveness. Some followers of the crazy matrix believe that relationships with people in the danger zone are liable to end with cars getting keyed, tires getting slashed, and law enforcement getting involved. Now, that's all the results for the test. With that being said, if you want to take the test, it's just called the idrlabs.com Hot Crazy Scale Test. Just if you're interested or you just want an idea to do on a Monday for a video yourself. It was fun to go through all the results just because. Team No-Go Zone. All right, Lotsar Captain, here we go. That's all for this video for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button, or else you too will be abandoned by this box of chicken nuggets. I'm gonna find out whose chicken nuggets these were eaten by. But I don't know which video will be next. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So until this time, take care and enjoy pizza responsibly. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.